Hey there, friends. So today I'm doing something a little bit different and that oh, this is gonna be a problem. I know if it's in front of me, I'll keep touching it. I'm reacting to a song, kind of, sort of. Anyway, here's the thing. I reacted to a Thomas Sanders song a bit ago, his song Yours, and I mentioned that I had heard him do two other songs. They aren't his, they were covers, one of which was the theme song for a animated series called Over the Garden Wall, which I'm embarrassed to say I have not seen, though I hear it's like very much up my alley. It's really like beautiful, and the images, everything I've seen from it looks amazing. And everything about it screams autumn. So I should have probably done this one last month, but I didn't know it existed because I did not know it came with a video. I found that out from TikTok a little bit ago. So here's the thing. It is a video, like it's a music video kind of, but what it also is he has a series called Sandersize, which I've mentioned on here if anyone's seen my videos, my video on Yours. And I'm a new fan of Sandersize, but a very big fan. I really, really am loving it so much. And besides the main overarching story, sometimes he does videos called Sanders Asides, which are like just little kind of pocket things. They're very short. Sometimes they kind of have something to do with the story. A lot of times not. They're kind of not necessarily considered canon. It turns out that the video for this cover is one of them. So I'm assuming it has like more of an actual skit to go along with it. I've heard it does. And that's awesome to me because I thought I'd watched all the Sandersides that existed and I hadn't. So that's really exciting for me. I do know that it is being the little cartoon that was on the Spotify track for this song was him dressed, was a little cartoon of one of the characters from Sandersides, specifically the side of him that represents deceit. Named Janice, but also like the thing I love about the Sandersides, which if you hadn't heard me talk about it before, Sandersides is basically like kind of his version of Inside Out, but slightly more complicated because he's an adult and not a kid like Riley in Inside Out, where like they kind of the different sides of his personality appear to him in his living room, and they kind of have like debates or discussions or whatever it may be about things going on in his life, what he needs to do, what he doesn't need to do, some problems he might be having with like motivation or dealing with anxiety or past relationships or whatever it may be, dealing with like, are you a good person? A lot of that discussion as of late, or dealing with intrusive thoughts, all kinds of different things. It's a really, really fun series. And I love that these sides are not necessarily, you know, like joy, sadness, fear. They all kind of started very like that, like, you know, logic, creativity, morality. But they now are like, they all have actual names. They're not just like, oh, morality is also Patton. And he represents, like, everyone represents more than that. Like, he represents Thomas's heart and his emotions and his empathy, and things like that. And sometimes I think his Christian guilt, because there's a lot of guilt in there. That's the morality. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's very cool that it's like that, you know, that deceit represents also self-preservation, also kind of self-care, and that you need to be a little bit selfish sometimes, and things like that. The, you know, deceit, it's all the different ways that you kind of have to lie to yourself as well, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, I know this is being sung by Janice, by Deceit, and I know that Patton is involved, morality, because they had a bit of a kind of finally came to a bit of an understanding, the two of them, that they both kind of that too much of either one of them is detrimental to Thomas, to character Thomas in the series. So, yeah, anyway, I just really wanted to watch this, and I figured I'd record something for it, and it's cool if no one else cares to watch this. That's totally fine. Maybe one day I'll find a Sandersides fan I can force into watching this. But for now, I guess this one's just for me. Screw it, because once I start, I'm just gonna enjoy myself and talk as if the person watching this knows the series. I'm just gonna probably geek out about what's going on, unless it's, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna feel my feelings. Let's go. I'm in.
Halloween. The air is cold. Everything's pumpkin flavored. Ghosts and ghouls are coming out. All the things you'd think would keep people inside. But instead, it all makes the heart happy.
Look at the baby. We only ever see them in one outfit, and he's got a little sweater. He looks so cute in his little
Something
sweater.
about it.
Oh no, he always wears like a blue, looks like that blue kind of polo shirt with like a either a cardigan or his puppy sweatshirt tied over it because he's the dad of the group. But oh my goodness, I love him in his little soft sweater. Will we it's like action figures, like, oh my gosh, will we get autumn outfits for everyone? It's like there's a new Frozen short out. Oh my goodness.
It all makes the heart happy. something about it. Oh, there's many things about it. Oh, well, yeah, I guess you'd like it. Everyone all dressed up, disguised as someone else.
How is it we've had so many of these visits and you still know so little about me?
'Cause you don't tell me anything?
You're right, I don't. No one...
True facts. That's interesting. Okay, so they've had a lot of meetings, considering if this is canon or not. That's interesting. I like that. Can we also just take a moment here and appreciate the movie magic, yes, of Thomas talking to Thomas, but also the true movie magic of trying to make this area look like autumn when I know that boy lives in Florida. Boy, he's younger than me, but he is a Florida boy. And you know what? They actually didn't do a bad job here, really. Like, hang on. Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, you know, it's not like it's dirt, but it's the color saturation actually really works, I think, pretty well. I'm just kind of flipping around now. Yeah, I mean, like, sure, it's not a bunch of autumn leaves, but if I wasn't super paying attention, and also if I wasn't me and I couldn't help myself, and if I didn't know he was, like, in Florida, I wouldn't have even thought about it. It looks like autumn. It fully does. And the great thing about the color saturation also is that with that kind of almost like kind of hazy filter to it, it really works because it also works with this song, I feel like, that I've heard before, is that it is all about, like, kind of sort of like the bittersweetness of autumn and the sort of kind of sad, the comfort and melancholy that sort of comes with nostalgia, which especially works with Patton, because we've had that in the series from him. But I think it really works well to not only establish the supposed season we're working with, but also just works with the vibes we're going for. I really like it. I think they do a pretty good job. I still know you're a Florida boy. And I say that as the daughter of a Florida man. I'm half Florida, but I've spent quite a few holiday visits to Florida, so I know that. And you know what? It might not necessarily have been warm. I have been in Florida where it was freezing cold around the holidays, but it's sadly never going to be, you know, actual looking like autumn. And someone who now finally just moved from SoCal and lives somewhere where it actually looks like autumn. It's been raining nonstop here in Portland, but damn it, the leaves changed colors and they fell down, and that was pretty exciting. That's all I need, apparently. Also, I do want to say that, and I mean this with all respect, Janice, I want to tackle you and steal your coat. And again, with respect, give me your fucking coat.
Know so little about me.
'Cause you don't tell me anything?
You're right, I don't. No one's disguised here. It's all just a little make-believe. And everyone's in on it.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess, with the kids.
Everyone. Even as you get older. For all of these holidays. Halloween, Christmas, you name it.
What?
We all make believe around this time that everything is going to be all right. That we're one happy group of people having fun. That we all just get a pass for fantastical escape.
And is that such a bad thing?
Did I say it was a bad thing? People need it. He needs it. Even for just a little while.
Chance out here coming for my ass. For real. I mean, sometimes you do kind of need to lie to yourself for a bit. That's what getting into the Christmas spirit's all about, right? Or the holiday spirit. I love the holidays. And some years, I don't love it as much as I feel like I should, especially when the year is rough and I think, well, soon it will be the holidays, and I love the holidays. Because I love the smells and the sights. I love seeing lit up trees. I love being with my family. I love all that stuff so much. It's my favorite. If I had money, I love shopping for Christmas gifts. It's a problem. Thank God I'm broke and very poor, because if I wasn't, I would become so, because I buy way too much stuff for people. I love buying presents and wrapping presents for people. It's my favorite thing. I honestly sometimes could not care less about what I'm getting. I just love getting people gifts. I love it. I'm really good at it. I love doing it. Unless you're my family, I'm really great at giving friend gifts. I was like the goddess of gifts in my friend group. I was they called me the Christmas witch. Not so much with my family. My family are harder. Of course, it's my curse. I can't do it to my own kin. Oh well. Anyway, But yeah, I mean, I can pretty much guarantee this year, after some of the stuff's happened this year, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of lying to myself to pretend like all is good, and I'm gonna do it, because, yeah, I need it, and probably a lot of other people need it too, so we do what we gotta do to get by. Thank you for not judging me, Janice, but also pointing it out. Not cool.
Even for just a little while.
Led through the mists by the milk light of moon.
What a pretty shot that is.
Mists
Hang on, babe.
by the milk light.
Look at that. That's a gorgeous shot. I love how it's slow like that, kind of looking up a little bit. It makes Patton seem both like larger, but also with all the trees around him, it looks almost like a fake background, but it's not. And the little out of focus grass part, that's a really beautiful shot. Almost as if the camera was being held by a little mouse. Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know who's holding the camera. It could be a little mouse. That's really pretty. And then I saw Dracula. Why did I see Dracula?
Light of moon. All that was lost is revealed.
Oh, commercial.
Our long bygone burden.
Okay. I'll get to you in a minute, sir. That's so cute. I love that Virgil, the epitome of anxiety, is like jumping at something like Dracula, even though it's not very scary. You think, yeah, of course he loves things spooky, but also he's anxiety, so he would be easily scared by things. Logan looking perfect as always, my beautiful logical boy. Of course reading Sherlock Holmes because you're a giant fanboy, but he looks great in that sweater. I want the variant action figures of all these guys in their autumn clothes. He looks great. Oh no, what is Roman gonna look like? Or Drama King.
Mere echoes of the spring. But where have we come? And where will we end?
Okay. I'm not gonna look. It's not a canon video. You don't need to think too hard about it. But let's, for a minute, pretend and think too much about it. So it's somewhat been established that wherever they are, at least to an extent, in the mindscape or whatever it may be called, is about where Thomas is. If you know, and they went to go find anxiety in his room. They were in Thomas's living room, so suddenly it was his living room, but everything looked like anxiety style. Which either means, to me, that Thomas is hanging out by train tracks late at night, or somehow makes more sense to me, Remus's bedroom is just designed to look like train tracks. If, like, he's, you know, they try to give him a normal bed, he's just like, I can't relax unless the train's, like, coming at me, and then I can kind of chill and go to bed. Like, what is wrong with you, you giant raccoon of a man? He's Intrusive Thoughts, by the way, for those who don't know. And he is a freakazoid. But for some reason, we still love him. For some reason. I just think that's so funny. She's like, getting all nice and cozy. And also, to be fair, stars look beautiful. Look at that face. Oh, the wonder.
And where will we end if dreams can't come true?
Of course.
Then why not pretend? How the gentle wind beckons through the leaves as autumn colors fall.
It just sounds like this beautiful, like, autumn lullaby. And I have heard the original version. I do like it quite a bit. But, I do. Like, it has a lot of character to it. Probably more character, I guess, than this one. But but even there's characters in this one. You know what I mean? But I just think that Thomas makes it sound really, really beautiful. And it gives it this very calming, very lovely quality that it's become one of my, I actually added it to my it's not in my anxiety playlist, but my panic attack playlist, but it's in my, like, hey, you just woke up, you're not ready for louder music, so let's keep it chill time. It's on that playlist. It's on my you woke up and you haven't gotten to your car yet playlist, because I need music at all times or the thoughts will come, or I'll have to just, like, acknowledge the day and I don't want to yet. But it's really, really pretty. And if we can acknowledge Roman with his little, just, of course, even though it's like, I'm sitting here on, what was that, hay? And no one's around, but I must always be model ready, just in case, because I'm a prince. Good sir. This really does, the scenery does look really beautiful. I wonder who shot this. I wonder if I can look it up, because it does look really great.
Dancing in a swirl of golden memories, the loveliest lies of all. You know, maybe things really are going to be okay. Maybe they aren't just a fantasy. Yes, maybe.
It's an interesting expression from Janice there. It makes me wonder, I can't tell if it's sort of almost a admiring that Patton can still, in the face of anything, still be like, well, maybe it is going to be okay, because that's just how he rolls. I don't know if it's that, or if it's a thing of like, hey, I just explained to you how this works. I showed you behind the curtain. I explained to you how it goes, and you're still willingly stepping into it anyway. But also acknowledging that, like, you need it as much as he does. You're probably half the reason he does need it, so okay. He being Thomas. Yeah, I don't know. That was a very interesting expression he had on his face. I got a little goober. I just want to get my hug.
Fantasy. Yes, maybe.
Also, can we acknowledge that, like, it, again, not canon, blah, blah, blah. The stuff Patton's been through recently, like, he needs a win real bad. No wonder it's like I'm curious about why these two would hang out, besides, like, they're forming an interesting friendship, but as far as, like, if there's a deeper reasoning behind it, and for Patton, I feel like he's felt like he's made a lot of mistakes recently. He would take good boy points from anyone, including Janice. Janice, I like to hope, it's just kind of curiosity, and not just taking notes to do a better Patton impression next time he wants to try to pretend to be him. But I don't know. We'll see.
Dancing in a swirl of golden memories.
Oh my god. Sorry, Roman.
The loveliest lies of
The trees look there, it almost looks like paint dripping this kind of way. It does. It looks like paint running down. It's kind of cool. And the next will just be, yeah, it's just some behind the scenes stuff. That's freaking cool. I liked that a lot. Yeah, that made me happy. This was kind of for no one but me, but I kind of don't care. I really liked that. And it was nice to see more of the little snake boy. Oh my god. Okay, sorry, I'm reading the description. Wow. Okay, his friend Quill filmed this on his phone. I'm starting to vaguely get to know his friends as far as like just seeing them in content, and I really, really like Quill. Quill gives off fantastic vibes, and I feel like would give good hugs. I like Quill a lot. Anyway, there we go. That's it. That's it. So this one was just for me. This reaction was just for me, and it made me happy. So there we go. I'll go back to doing stuff that other people care about next time, but whatever. Bye, everybody.